Man, bro. God just had me watch The Prince of Egypt. And I ain't seen that movie since I was a little kid. What I get from this is first Moses had to change himself. He had to realize himself. He had to realize who he was. And in order to do that, God had to get him away from what he thought he was. And so when Moses realized who he was, he left. And it wasn't until he left that God was like, I know you the one that's supposed to lead everybody where they supposed to be. And when he left, all that shit start happening to niggas. And it's crucial because God will move you from where you think you need to be, where you think you should be. And if you're not in the faith, if you don't have the faith to understand that that is what God is doing, you will lose it. You'll lose your faith. And you'll continue in the same cycle. You keep on going back to what you think, who you think you are. And God is going to show you a different thing. It's crucial because even niggas that was really whooping niggas and beating niggas, they was like, I'm going too. Because I don't feel like this is right in my heart. It's a crazy thing, bro. Like, God don't come to you as a voice unless God does. Some people directly hear God's voice and be like, all right. Until they start trying to tell niggas. And when you start trying to boast about something that you don't even understand yet, you haven't even fulfilled the prophecy, you gonna feel like you crazy too. You gonna feel like, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Or am I just moving on my own understanding? This is why you gotta have a close relationship with God, bro. You gotta have that faith that is unshaken. You gotta have that type of faith like God said something to me and I don't give a fuck if you believe it or not. And you have to keep on walking. You have to keep on going. You have to keep on resting in the knowing. You have to continue to be patient because God is not done. Once you get the prophecy, once you get the epiphany, once you get the dream, once you get the plan, you have to continue to go. You have to continue. Because if you don't, you'll be back in the same cycle. You'll be running around with people that don't know themselves. And in turn, if you do it for long enough, this is why habits are called habits. And this is why they prolong. Because if you think to stop it and you continue to do it, you're going to continue to do it. It's free will for a reason. God, I keep saying this, God is not going to be like cut off and you just stop doing it one day. It has to be a habit. It has to be a continuous thing. And I tell you, this movie is going to be on my heart. Because there's a reason why the people that were free, the people that were freed by Moses, this is the reason why they wandered in the middle of getting to the promised land. It took them 40 years of wandering to realize that it was the promised land. And the promised land is a state of mind. The promised land is understanding your freedom within. It's not having shit. If that's what it means to you, that's what it means to you. That's just, you feel me? I'm just saying. I say that it's no right or wrong, but it's no right or wrong because you have to learn in a certain way to get to where you need to go. It's not just gonna all of a sudden. You feel me? This is why it takes time for things to change. It takes time for things to happen. Because, like I said, it has to be a continuous thing. People saw what Moses could do. People saw the faith that Moses had. People saw what God could do through Moses. And after they got through the Red Sea, you feel what I'm saying? God gave Moses the 10 Commandments so they would not do the same thing, because they were freed because they were wronged. They were slaves by one person that thought he was a god, that called himself a god. We ain't gods, but we could heal the same way. We could do the same wonders. That's a powerful thing, bro. And it's a mindset. It's a mindset. If you don't believe that you can do these things that I can do, you can do greater because I go unto my Father. You won't. You will not. And it's a simple understanding. It's a simple wisdom. It's a simple walking in what you understand, bro. And I ain't swaying nobody. You feel what I'm saying? I'm interpreting what I see. I am interpreting what I observe. I am interpreting what I understand. I'm not right, but I ain't wrong to me. I'm just saying, like, niggas went through the same cycle 40 years over and over and over, because they didn't have that faith within themselves. God can free you, God can bless you, God can do for you. But if you do not continue walking in your favor, you will not have it for long. This is why God, people can do plenty of things. People could pray for money. People can manifest money. But if you do not have the wisdom to use it for what it's for, you will not have it for long. It's a crucial thing, bro. I'm just learning how to lead my life in a better way. Here on this earth, I choose God. I choose God over and over, over and over, over and over. Because ain't nothing better. I've seen what it feels like to stray away. I've seen what it feels like to not listen. I felt, fuck seen, I felt what it feels like to not have patience, to rush. That is moving on your own understanding. To move impulsively. To do what you want to do. To make it how you want it to be. I tell you, it's a crucial thing, bro. God has helped me see so much. And not through these human eyes. Through my heart. It's my feeling that something isn't right. It's my feeling that something needs to change. And it's only within me. This is why they say to change the world, you change yourself first. Because I can interpret these things with clean eyes, with a clean heart, with a clear mind. I've gained clarity for myself. And whatever that means to others is what it means. I can't change everybody's mind. I can change the people's minds that want to change, though. And I ain't gonna never stop speaking. My speaking is just gonna get more clearer. And it's gonna get more succinct. It's gonna get more precise. It's gonna get more you understand what I'm talking about. I don't care who reads the Bible or does not read, like thereof. You feel what I'm saying? My messages aren't for everybody. I had to learn that a long time ago. That's why I don't seek validation from man. Because the messages are only for those who have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. If your eyes are tainted, that don't have shit to do with me. That don't have nothing to do with me. Whatever you feel, whatever you understand, if people call you crazy and you believe it, you're going to be crazy right along with them. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Because I ain't going to be alone on this earth. Ever. That's what I do know. I know who got my back. And I am pressing toward unseen faith. Faith in the unknown. Faith in the unseen. Do I know for sure that Moses did everything that he did? No. Do I know for sure that Moses turned the river with blood? No. Do I know that God went and told Moses to tell his people to put the blood of a lamb on their door so that when God passed through, none of the firstborn children of the people with the blood of the lamb on their door would pass away? No. Do I know that Moses parted the Red Sea? No. It's an inner knowing, though, that those things are possible because God is possible. And I just know that because of the miracles I've seen in my life. There's so many times I could have just been done, bro. And like done as in no life. It's plenty of times like that. It's plenty of times where I did not know how I was going to eat, where I was going to sleep. Plenty of times. And God was just like, I don't know why you thinking like this. And so now to me it's resting in the knowing, being patient that your time is coming. Your time has not left you. What's meant for you is meant for you. And when it comes, you're going to be joyful. So why not be joyful before it comes? So when it does, you like, I already knew this. I already knew. God has promises for everybody that believes that. Everybody that believes that. Not just because you say so. Not just because you think you know what luxury is. Not just because you think you know what having is. But because within, you know and understand that you will never lack. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep observing. I'm going to keep knowing. And I'm not going to care. I fear nothing on this earth. There's nowhere that I will go that God is not with me. And it's the same for those who believe that. If you believe, there's no ends that God will go to, bro. It's no ends. I'm going to show you one better. I'm going to give you one greater. It's crucial, bro. Tell you. I love y'all, man. And I mean that with everything I have in me. Unconditionally.